I want to go back and look at something else which is very important, just to make sure that there's no confusion. I want to look at the PESTLE, or the PEST that Serena likes to call it. So let's have a look at the PEST, or the PESTLE. Now, when you are doing the situation analysis, although there is a slide or a section known as political, don't simply put there things like, and I'm relating what a product manager of mine once did, because there was a slide on politics, she mentioned, this was 2008, by the way, we were expecting UMNO to lose the election. So she put it inside there, UMNO expected to lose elections. Barisan Nasional will lose elections, and we will get a new government and all that kind of stuff. The question that you must ask yourself is it relevant to Lexa Pro? Is it relevant to Amplify Maintena or not? Will a change of government have any impact or not?
Maybe yes. Maybe in the government side, because maybe the budget allocation will be different, like what the government promised as the last time. So it depends on the new government and old government.
Excellent. Okay, thank you, Enki. I wanted somebody to say that. So when you talk about politics, that is what I mean. So the political analysis must include what Enki said. So Enki, just to refresh our memory, what did the last government promise, by the way?
Cannot remember.
Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, so maybe King Sang can jump in as well. I remember that that Pakatan had mentioned, and I remember the Minister of Health saying this many times, that we cannot just handle our first of all, mental health is on the rise. That's what he mentioned, and the DG also mentioned. Mental health is on the rise. We need to spend more money on treating mental health patients. I remember these two. And then the third thing I remember they clearly saying was, we cannot just depend on drug therapy alone. We need also analytical therapy, psychotherapy and all that. Is that the right word? Is it psychotherapy or something else?
Psychotherapy, yeah.
Psychotherapy, yeah. So I remember that they promised these three, but it never happened,
Yeah.
When Pakatan's new budget came out in 2019, there was no increase.
Yep.
They didn't employ more psychiatrists who had training in that. I don't see that. Yeah, somebody say something. Doreen, go ahead.
Those are grandstanding statements, James.
Yeah, grandstanding statements. Right? Yeah.
Of course, I think what came out also because which was true is actually they increased the spend of the GPD versus the for the Ministry of Health side.
Yeah.
But it is not for medicine; it's more for infrastructure.
Yeah, exactly.
Because our GPD spend for healthcare is only about 3%. They moved to 4-point-something%. But then they say these are all grandstanding because when the political comes in, right, that's why they are not able to sustain.
Yeah. So thanks, Enki and Kinsang for mentioning this. So when you all do the political analysis, just mention that if you think the government is going to increase the budget for healthcare, and if that is going to have an impact on mental health, whether they're going to buy new drugs or or increase expenditure on prescription drugs, or even hang on, Doreen, or even employing more psychiatrists with training in psychoanalysis. I'm not sure whether I'm using the right word, not psychoanalysis or psychotherapy or whatever you call it. Psychotherapy, okay, yeah. So go ahead, Doreen.
Yeah, because I think what they say is always the very big picture lah. But of course, when we write a report, then we need more specific and detailed, right? So where do you go and get those report or details?
Yeah, good point, Doreen. So when you make statements like this, that it is expected that in 2022, the government will, increase, expenditure on buying new drugs for mental health patients. Okay, where do you get all this information from? So this is where you will have to do. You will have to behave like a spy. Okay, so Fiona and Xu Wei, you have to behave like James Bond, or whoever favorite spy of yours is. And where do you get information from? That's a very good point that Doreen has brought up. Where do you get information from? Fiona, Xu Wei?
Prime Minister Facebook account.
Actually, Xu Wei, that's an excellent answer, by the way. But don't focus on the Prime Minister. Focus on the Director General and Minister of Health. That's what you should focus on, okay? As well as who is the head or department of psychiatry in MOH, psychiatry in Ministry of Education. Each one, Ministry of Education, or the teaching hospitals. Follow those guys, and don't forget newspapers. Nobody reads newspapers now, but even the digital ones. This is where you get information from. That's what spy work is. A lot of information is public. You don't have to, dig and, bribe somebody for information and all that.
Just Google.
Okay. Yeah, Google, exactly. And I'm going to be showing you certain places that you can actually get this kind of information from. All right, digital. So good, excellent question, Doreen, and also excellent answer, Xu Wei. So follow all these people. Follow them on Twitter or Facebook or wherever else you want. And of course, the other excellent information is from your reps. Your reps are always there in contact with the doctors, and doctors like to chit chat, right? A lot of them like to reveal secret information on, because they want to show that I'm very important. Yeah. So that's where you get information from. And of course, both Xu Wei and Fiona, you also get information from your KOLs that you all are meeting. Okay, so that's why it's very important for product managers or brand managers to meet your KOLs on a consistent basis. You must have your list of your, of the top KOLs that you meet, depending on the KPI, whatever Kin Sang has given you all, at those intervals, you need to meet them. Okay. Another way, I'll just give you some tips also. Another way that you can do this is also by creating advisory panels. Do you all have that, Fiona and Xu Wei, advisory panel? Okay, so you can also do an advisory panel where you get 6 top, KOLs, and you have a session with them and tell them, okay, Lundbeck is, we have this in our pipeline, and what do you think is going to happen in mental health? Is it going to become worse? Is it going to become better? What needs to be done? So when you do this kind of advisory panels, you get information from the top guys, and you only have about 6 to about 8 people. That's it. Kin Sang, do you in Novartis? Kin Sang, I don't know whether did your business unit have advisory panels, Kin Sang?
I think we don't really have a permanent advisory panels.
Oh, okay, right.
Because sometimes, as you know, sometimes when we get a permanent panel, it could be a bit more in Malaysia, Malaysia politically, there's a lot of sensitivity around.
Right. Yeah.
Say, how come you use me, but you don't use me, right?
Yeah.
So what we do actually, we go out and to a few doctors actually, whereby we are pretty close to, right? And they, of course, they have got certain status, right?
Yeah.
In the industry, then for us to go and bounce idea, ask.
Okay.
Ask idea.
Yeah. All right. So did you all do that individually, Kin Sang, or was it in a group, the advisory panel?
We did it more on an individual level.
Individual. Okay. Yeah.
More in the individual level.
Okay.
And so what we did also in Lundbeck last time for us we also did once actually with a group of doctors now, but those are a bit more closer. Then we invite them out.
Yeah.
We that one is actually more for us to define some of the market.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's thanks, Kin Sang. So that's what you can do. You can have a permanent panel, or you can have a rotating panel. As Kin Sang says, some people could be quite sensitive and all that. So you may need to manage that. But the information you get from that is very valuable. Very, very valuable. And the advantage of doing it in a group is that you have exchange of ideas. Okay. Only problem is sometimes you will find one dominant person who wants to control everything. He feels that he has all the answers, or she has all the answers, okay,
Yeah.
and dominate the whole thing. So as a moderator, you must know how to, do this properly.
That's why actually I said actually there's always this sensitivity behind sometimes.
Yeah. So you could, what you could also do is you could change the panel every 6 months or maybe once a year, so that nobody is, offended if you don't invite them. Yeah. So that's another way. So that's where you get the information from. So thanks, Doreen, for sending us on this, discussion about this. So use any means that you can. Also, by the way, do you all buy the statistics department's report on the health statistics? Do you all get that?
Need to buy one, I thought of.
Yeah. I think it's about, I don't know what the price is now, like $30 or something like that. Only thing is it's usually 2 years behind lah. We are not that efficient yet lah. Okay, right. So product managers, is this clear about this the situation analysis with regards to politics? What you need to put inside there? Don't put inside there about UMNO losing or PAS coming to lead. All that is irrelevant unless it has a direct impact on mental health. Therefore, it has a direct impact on your business. If it has no impact, don't put anything in. Leave it blank. Got it? All right. So that's how you do it. Same thing with economics. If you want to report about the economic situation in Malaysia, then make sure it is related to your business. No point putting inside there things like, because of COVID-19, many Malaysians have started buying things from Lazada and Shopee. So what? they still cannot buy, amplify maintenance on Lazada or Shopee, is it? Correct? Yeah. So unless you're going to say, like for example, you all know that Doctor on Call exists, right? The online consultation website, Doctor on Call. Yeah. You all have also heard that Alpro is also considered something like what do they call it? A prescription-based pharmacy, right? Did you all hear about it?
I think this one started by Louis actually.
No, not even Louis, Kinsa. This is Alpro,
Yeah.
Even Louis hasn't come to that level of Alpro yet.
Yeah.
Apparently, Alpro, they claim that they are Malaysia's first and largest prescription pharmacy which does deliveries, approved by MOH. That's what they claim.
I mean,
so
the thing is actually, I think MOH actually approved dispensing through delivery of pharmaceuticals, is it?
Yeah, so it's
Pharmacy.
e-prescription. That's what they're claiming, Kinsa. Alpro is claiming that they are Malaysia's first pharmacy approved for e-prescriptions, and then they can also deliver. I saw this about 3-4 months ago, so I was very impressed when I saw that. I said, wow, so Malaysia is very, canggih already now. They have reached this level. But so something like that, I just wanted to just check in with Siu and Fiona. Talking about Alpro. Alpro having this, e-prescription and delivery. Which part of the PESTLE would you put that in? If it has an impact on your business, where would you put that? Under which category here? Fiona and Siu. Yeah, sorry?
Technological.
Where? Technological. Anybody else?
Legal.
Sorry, where?
Legal.
Legal. Okay, that's an interesting question. Okay, so you can put it under technology. Don't have to put under legal, because it's approved by the government, so you can just put inside there. Malaysian pharmacies. No, you can start off by saying, okay, since COVID-19, Malaysians have started going to doctor on call, and Kinsang, I think what you are referring to, the one that Lovi's brother set up, there's another online consultation thing. Is that what you're referring to, Kinsang?
No, actually, Louis not recently, but some years ago.
Yeah, some years ago, correct. Yeah,
they also have been they say actually they are able to deliver also online, but it's not e-prescription. It's not e-prescription.
Not e-prescription. Okay.
Not e-prescription that they can actually deliver online because they were the first one to start all this type of thing, is it?
Right. So and Lowy Bay's brother, he has also got an online consultation app or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called.
They have this Doctor to Go. I think something is Doctor to Go.
Doctor to Go. That's right. Doctor to Go.
Doctor to You or something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I can't remember which term.
Yeah. So that's one. The other one is Doctor on Call. So now you have all this kind of technological advances in Malaysia. So patients don't need to go to clinics anymore. They can do it online. I don't know whether for mental health they can do it or not. But if they can do, then it's going to impact your business. So you will have to comment. Will it be better or worse for you all? And therefore, what does it translate to from a business perspective? Will you get more prescriptions? Will it increase? Those kind of comments you got to make, Fiona and Shiwei. Right. So, and sales managers, I mean, your role obviously is, when you get this kind of information to feed back to them, share this information with them so that they can incorporate all this into your business plan. Okay, Siwei, Fiona, is this clear? I just wanted to, to make sure that you don't simply put anything and everything that comes to your mind. Don't waste your time. The important point is only put important information here. Don't put useless information. Whether Muhyiddin going to, his cancer under control or not under control, who cares, honestly. From a personal point of view is important for you, but from Lundbeck's point of view, no impact, you see. Unless Lundbeck has given him an antidepressant that has, helped him so much, and then, maybe that could be something you want to include. All right, maybe you can have a testimonial from Muhyiddin saying that, yeah, I was on Lexapro and it helped so much. All right. So I'm joking around, but I just wanted to emphasize only put in important information. So when we just now Shuey mentioned about the legal aspects. Honestly speaking, I don't know whether there's anything that is legal in the legal category that impacts mental health. I honestly don't see anything. Maybe you'll find something like that. Honestly, I don't think so. Even environmental. What environmental factors could play a role in your business? Will increased pollution cause more people to become more depressed, or increase psychosis or anything like that?
How about COVID?
Yeah, COVID. Yeah, that's a good point, Anki. So I won't answer. What about y'all? What do y'all think? Do y'all think COVID had an impact on mental health? I mean, y'all are there in the field, so I mean, what do y'all think? Yeah, it does, right? Especially, I don't know whether suicide rates in Malaysia went up, but maybe they had other, mental issues. Depression increased. What else? What are the other mental health issues?
But because COVID actually not just on mental health. COVID affects also the total healthcare environment.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, you look into it, actually, then the patients are not going to the hospitals because of fear. Some hospitals are closed.
Yeah.
Then the closing of borders, there's no medical tourism. All these actually have impact on the potential growth.
Yeah. So I just want to go further into what Kin Sang mentioned. You see, what Kin Sang mentioned is COVID has got an impact in a few ways. One, it may cause people to be more depressed. I don't know whether children are becoming more depressed now because they can't go to school. I read those kind of reports from the US and all that. I don't know the Malaysian situation. Maybe So if it does, you got to put that in. So, children can't go to school, so therefore they become depressed. And then, so what? What are you seeing? Are they going to be treated with medication, or are they going to have some other therapy? People losing jobs from COVID. Will they get more? Will the case of depression increase? Okay, so what? Will they go and seek the consultation with the customer? But Kinsang also mentioned people are scared to go to clinic. Why? Because they don't want to be exposed to COVID. So what is your alternative? We got doctor on call, we got doctor to go. So maybe they will go there for consultation. And then maybe the doctor will write out a prescription, which hopefully will be delivered by Alpro. And then, Alpro is buying your product since it is not under dangerous drugs. So, I'm just trying to weave a story here so that you can see how everything is interlinked. Okay, Fiona, Siwe, I just want to show you how everything is interlinked based on what Kinsang just mentioned. COVID has got one negative impact here, positive impact here. So you got to be very clear where you're putting all this information. So the last point I want to make is when you are using this template, please use bullet points. I don't want you to write a thesis. Okay, even if you write a thesis, you won't get a certificate. Okay, so anyway, we are going to give you a certificate. Kinsang and I have discussed that. So at the end of it all, we will give you a certificate. So you can, keep it with you for whatever use that you want. All right. So my main point is use bullet points. Be very clear in what you're saying. So don't write paragraphs and all that. We don't want to see that. Remember, this marketing plan is for whom? The Southeast Asia regional one is going to your region, right? This one is for whom? This one you're not going to send to region. Who is this for?
Ourselves.
Yeah, yourself. This is going to be a reference document for you. So that every time, when you need to fill up the Southeast Asia document, you just plug from here, put inside there. Or based on this, you will know, hey, things have changed. Okay, I need to modify this, modify that. Done. So this is like a permanent document for the year. All right, Fiona and Siwe? That's the basis of this. So don't waste your time writing stories and all.
Yeah, and it needs to be updated on a yearly basis.
Yeah, correct. Exactly. Because every year your objective is going to change. Maybe your situation analysis will change also. But once you do this, Siwe and Fiona, the advantage is you fill it up this year. Next year, you just have to make some small changes on it. Because for all you know, the environment, the following year, no change. Political, nothing, no change. Economics, no change. Maybe technology may change, maybe. Okay. Under social, what are you going to put under social, by the way? Anything that is in social related to mental health? Okay. If you can't think of anything, that means there's probably nothing to put inside there under social. So just leave it blank. Don't have to put anything. But if you do find something, just put it inside there. Right? Okay, Fiona? Are we good, Fiona?
Yeah, but
Okay. Yeah.
can you give me an example of like social, usually what people usually put in there?
Right. Okay. So we
How about the social awareness?
social awareness of what, Enki?
Like social awareness about the mental health disease.
Oh, right. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Good point, Enki. I think that is a good example of where you can put social. Yeah. So for example, in Malaysia, I think we can still say many Malaysians or most Malaysians still have the stigma that if you are depressed or you got some mental illness, I don't want to go and see a psychiatrist, or I won't tell anybody. I want to keep it a secret. So that you can put under social. But in the US and in the West, no big deal. They tell everybody, yeah, I got the word they use is a shrink. I go and see my shrink. Their psychiatrists, they call a shrink. Okay, so they use that kind of terminology. For them, it's no big deal. They tell everybody, yeah, I got a shrink.
But they are proud.
They're proud of it.
Yeah,
they're proud of it. So yeah, good point, Enki. So Fiona, that's the answer to social. So you may want to comment. Okay, now if Malaysians are embarrassed and there's a stigma, so therefore they may not go for treatment. That's going to be bad for you all. So what that means is that it is you are already getting a hint. You're already getting a hint. Okay, so if Malaysians are they have the stigma about psychiatric treatment, one of your action plans, maybe I'm just being creative here, maybe your job is Lundbeck's job. I'm talking about Lundbeck. Lundbeck's job maybe is to educate Malaysians to say, don't be shy. If you think that you got mental disease, go and see the doctor. Don't keep it hidden, because what are the dangers? You may start beating up your wife, right? Or the wife will start beating up the husband. That's happening quite often as well. Oh yeah, by the way, during COVID, I heard that was happening a lot. Wives beating husbands and all. Okay. You could also say, if you don't get treatment, you will end up with, I don't know, maybe psychosis or schizophrenia or something else. And then when you have schizophrenia, you will have other, concomitant conditions as well. Maybe you will get heart disease. Maybe you will get, I don't know, cancer or whatever. I mean, you guys have all the information. So you can create a story like that. Maybe if you feel that is important for you all, if you feel that educating Malaysians so that they go for their, mental health consultations, then that's something that you may have to include in your action plan.